That is crazy. I just love this vest, stripy vest. It came amazing with the buttons. Have a look where I put the buttons. Amazing. I bought all of these colors. Look at this. Absolutely amazing. That is a camel, dark brown, and this parchment. So cool. So I'm gonna make a vest, stripy vest, one day project. I hope you're gonna make with me. Look at this. Oh, whoopee. I have decided to use the three colors, and I'm not gonna use the brown one because I think no, the brown is a little bit too dark. So let's select now needles, and I have selected 136 needles, and let's have follow. If you like to do with me, I invite you to follow. But that is quite a long video because that is a one-day project. Note, I have selected every other needle, and we are starting our project with waist yarn, and I'm putting now comps on the waist yarn on the first row, and then we're gonna make few rows in waist yarn. And now let's start our fun with knitting. Waist yarn first. Now I'm adding the cord, so it will be easier to remove waist yarn from the main work. Someone asked me in the comments on YouTube if I'm knitting together this cord with E-wrap, the first row. Yes, I do. This is how the technique is, because then all these loops not gonna be unravels, and it will be easy to remove, to separate the waist yarn from the main work. Now push all these needles forward, and it will be easier to make a E-wrap. So now I'm making E-wrap on all of the needles, and then we began to our work. On the carriage, you can put tension 2.5. This is how I done the ribbing. I use tension 2.5 to make a little bit tighter because we are knitting every other needle. And now we are starting our ribbing. It is a first row, accordingly my knitting, and then I'm putting on the counter 001, and we're gonna make 44 rows of ribbing. As you can see, how beautiful, and this is how it came up, and this is a tomato color. I just love it, this color. Here we go, 44 rows done, and I had tension 2.5. I have added one more needle, and now I'm putting all of these needles in the working position. Now we are folding on half the ribbing, and we are picking these stitches from the bottom, and we are putting on the top. So I'm checking now if the stitch and the needle stitch as a loop is matching. So I'm picking up the same loop matching with the stitch on the needle, maybe that way. And now I'm putting on the needle. So this is the second thread from the edge. So now you're picking up every other needle like it was knitted, and still keep empty the needles we have selected. And now you're picking up the first thread from the edge and you're putting on this empty needle. So that is creating like a chain. So now you can see close how I've done it. So we picking up the second thread, putting on the needle with the loop, and we picking up every single second loop, and we are applying onto needle with the stitch. Leave empty at the moment, these empty needles. And then one more we are putting here. And now you're taking the first stitch and you put onto this empty needle, which was before in not working position. And this way, as you see on this video, you can see it's creating like a chain, and when we're gonna knit, we will not have any holes. That's so cool way. And again here I'm showing you very close so you can see properly what I'm doing. The first I'm picking up the second thread and applying on the needles with the loops. You can see I'm picking up the first thread from the edge on the needles without stitch. So that's as I said before, that is creating the chain, and now you can see proper the chain is creating on the needles. You can see now this is a chain, so it's creating kind of like this chain, and when we're gonna make a body after ribbing, you won't have any holes. So now let's push our work to the back of the needles, make nicely and tight, so they will be all in good position for knitting. And then we're gonna apply weights. Let's remove our thread which we were making a ribbing, and we're gonna apply now this color called honey, and now we're gonna start our body work. The counter we are putting on 001, and we are gonna make 203 rows. The stripes, I'm gonna make 6 rows each color. So camel color, I'm gonna make 6 rows. Then I will change for cream, 6 rows. And tomatoes color, I will make 2 rows, and I will be repeating every single time until we're gonna reach neck point. Don't forget to move the weights up, so then the knitting work it will be sitting nicely and tight on the needles. Now it's time to change the color. So I'm putting on the side, I'm catching on this bit on the side, and now I'm taking the tomatoes color. I love it, this tomato color looks beautiful. So I'm gonna put on my clip and then insert into the carriage, and now we're gonna make 2 rows with tomato color. So it is a 1 row and this is a 2nd row, and now we're gonna change for the honey color, a little bit yellowish color, and then we're gonna make 6 rows. And now we are changing again, and we are putting a cream color, and we are making 6 rows. So now let's knit until we gonna meet a neck point, and like I said before, 6 rows in honey, 6 rows in cream, and 2 rows in tomatoes color. So have a watch, or if you're knitting with me, I'm not cutting at the moment video, so let's have a fun. So now we reach 174 rows, and now we're gonna start our neck. So I will be selecting 18 stitches, 9 stitches each side. So I'm putting now yarn onto the needle, and I'm putting through the loop, and now I'm gonna make cast of 18 stitches at the neck. Cast off is finished at the neck, and now I'm gonna put one more needle. Just do not make a hole between these two stitches. Usually I do this way. Now I'm selecting needles into the C position. So from now on we're gonna use our intarsia to make a neck. Now I make sure they are in line on the C position, and as always I'm using my oyster card. Also make sure all the latches going up, because if they're not gonna be knitted and your knitting wear will drop on the floor. Now I'm moving the carriage, intarsia carriage, to the other side. Now I'm putting our yarn on the one side of the shoulders and the second shoulders. I'm holding these two yarns together, and I'm going through with the carriage, so I make sure everything is knitted. And now I'm gonna reduce neck by 1 stitch each side. And again here we are reducing again each side 1 stitch. Now keep follow the video. Every single row you are reducing 2 stitches each row, which is 1 stitch each side. And now at the point where I have to change color, so now I have to make 2 rows in tomato color. Put a little bit weight on this side of the neck when you starting the color, so the all loops they are sitting nicely, they are not too loose, because then we're gonna have a problem when we're gonna need a front neck. So now our front neck we're gonna finish at 203 rows, so have a knit and let's meet at 203 rows, and we're gonna do cast off our shoulders. So here we go, we finished 203 rows. I will put now all these needles in the D position, so then it will be easier to cast off the shoulders. Now we are starting our cast off the shoulders, and if you like you can follow this way of cast off. And now the front is finished. It looks beautiful. So now I'm here on the position when someone asks on Facebook what to do when the thread is finished in the middle. So what you're gonna do, I'm just gonna show you a little bit more. It's easy. You need to remember you're going that way or that way, whatever you're going. Then you just drop this thread and take new one and put on the holder and put the same place. Don't move the carriage. Yeah, and just go. Here we go. That is so easy. And then what you do, take it off this and then just make a small knot. You make a knot, all right? And this is how it's going. It's easy. You don't need to worry. And then you keep going. So I'm just gonna show you. Just going through. Here we go. No hole. And you just tight on this side. On the right side, you're not gonna see, guarantee you. So now we are starting the back panel. Now you can see how the cord is going with this E-wrap. And now we are starting. So I'm knitting my back. And I've got few rows in honey color. And this is only what left. Oh my goodness, look at that. So I decided to finish my back. I'm gonna do this tomato color and cream color. So it is what it is, but I'm gonna finish this vest today. So still I'm following the same pattern with this camel color. So I'm changing now for the cream color. And let's keep knitting our back. So I'm putting now cream, as I said, and now I'm gonna make 6 rows of this cream color, then 6 rows what left a camel color, and 2 rows tomato color. So this is what came after my one of these colors finish. I think it looks still alright. And now I reach 193 rows, and I'm gonna start making a back neck, and I'm gonna show you how I did with intarsia. So at the back I'm gonna open 20 cm. At the front I was open 18, because the back is short distance to finish like a 3 cm, so I need to have a wider opening. So that's why I'm opening 20, and then I'm gonna open by two actually, every single time. So I did here beige color, so now it will be my tomatoes, tomato color. It's so fun. Now we are putting all these needles in C position, and I'm using my this selector, so then make sure they are in line in the C position. And this is on the other side the same. I'm putting on the C position, so make sure the latch is out from the loop. And now we need to put all them in the one line. I'm gonna push back a little bit, make sure the latch is opened. Intarsia carriage is ready, and now let's put our yarn on the floor, because this is the way how intarsia is working. And on both sides I'm putting the same color, obviously tomatoes color. I just love this color, seriously. I just thinking maybe I should buy more of this tomatoes and mix with the other color and make one more vest, or maybe I'm gonna make a sweater for winter time. Let's see what's gonna come to my head. I've got so many things in my head I would like to do, but unfortunately I'm working still, so I'm supporting people, and I'm recording these videos, so I have no time for myself. I just yeah, but I like what I'm doing, and I hope I can help other people use to this lK150 knitting machine. So I'm really happy, even though I'm tired, and sometimes I just feeling like I fed up, and but I just keep going, and I'm happy to recording and help others. So the back neck I'm making the same way. Every row I'm reducing 2 stitches, which is 1 stitch each side, creating a back neck. And let's finish this back. So the back, we're gonna finish the same row as the front, 203. And now we are at 203 rows, and we're gonna make cast off our shoulders, and that's it, all finished. The front and back neck I have finished on by hand, and I used obviously needles, so I did unfold. The same I did armholes. I finish by hand, knitting by hand, and I did on fold on doubles. So front, neck, back, and armholes I finish ribbing on the double, and then I have stitched the buttons as on my photos. Have a look my photos. The neck I have knitted 20 rows, and I did fold, and the same 20 rows I did on armholes, and then I stitch on fold. So to this project I have had some buttons, so I did use big buttons, 2 buttons underarms, and 1 each side on the top of the shoulders. So I wanted to do something different, and when I found these buttons, and I said, why not? I like these buttons, they look so nice, and on the buttons says made with love. This is a finished back, and even though this camel color finished halfway, I think it still looks alright, and I must say I love it. And this is a back, who care? And here we go. This is finished vest with the buttons, and 2 buttons underneath the armholes. So I think it's like something different. So I've got 1 button on the one side. Now you can see the back when my yarn finished, but nobody knows. Someone will think this is what should be. So it is nice and loose, and that will be XL side. Oh, I just love these buttons, they look so cool. Yeah, and this is my front neck, and it's nice and round. Buttons again, show off. So yeah, I just decided to do something different, loose and nice. So that is a XL size, everybody can do it. Here we go. I can't stop show off with this my new stripy vest. It's so cool. I'm sitting on the floor and I'm posing. And this is a 1-day project. Here we go, all finished. Have a fun